So today's kind of a funny one. Well, funny now. In the moment, it wasn't very funny, but now I can look back and laugh at it. Today's story time takes place when I was 14 years old. Now, at 14 years old, I was in the peak of my, skate boy phase, dude. Like, I was skating with my friends every day, and we would go to the parks and skate from, out of school to about 9 p.m. So we get out at, 3, skate till about 9, and then just, go home, go to sleep, and repeat type thing. And it was really fun, and I missed those days, and I loved those days. But there was one thing in specific that happened in the beginning of those days that was kind of embarrassing, so I'm going to talk about it. So this all starts off as a regular old day. I got up out of bed. It was actually the weekend. It was Saturday, and on Saturdays, I would skate with my friends all day, dude. I would probably get up at noon and then skate from 1 to 10. And my mom was cool with it, which is cool because back then she was usually pretty strict about curfew. But whenever I was skating with my friends, she just had a different level of trust, I guess. So yeah, I got up, rushed to get ready, took a shower, ate a granola bar because I had to eat something. And then I skated to the park near my house. Now, this specific park that we were at, pretty much everybody from my school hung out at. Even the people that didn't skate would go there and just hang out and just kind of enjoy the weather, right? Because, it was a nice day. It was April time, so, it was almost summer, and it was nice spring weather. So yeah, all of my friends from school would pretty much go to the skate park, even the ones that didn't skate. And usually what that meant is I would try and show off to them and be like, look how good I am at skating, guys. I can do a fucking kickflip. I can do a shove it. I would try and just show off being just, a stupid kid. And on this day, it was no different. A bunch of my friends were there when I pulled up, or when I skated up, I should say, and went in there. And within 10 minutes of being there, I was trying to land this trick, okay? And it wasn't even anything that crazy. I was trying to ollie off a bench at the park and just land on my wheels on the concrete and skate off. Very simple, just ollieing off a higher object. I mean, maybe it's not the simplest thing you could do. A regular ollie is probably more simple, obviously. But I don't know. It just didn't seem like it'd be a hard trick for me to do. And it looked impressive to me, so I really wanted to get this trick down because I just thought it'd be cool, right? So I'm trying it, and I just keep fucking up. I keep landing on my feet, I keep kicking the board out from under me because I'm scared. I keep rolling off too early and not ollieing in time. I just keep fucking up and falling, essentially, right? But I'm not hurting myself, luckily. Forgot to mention, your boy wasn't wearing a helmet. Always wear a fucking helmet. No excuses. I don't care how stupid they look. Wear a fucking helmet if you're skateboarding. You'll see, okay? So eventually I land the trick, right? It takes probably 10 tries, and I finally land it, and only one of my friends saw it. My friend Ryan, he was also a fellow skateboarding friend of mine, and he was like, dude, that was fucking sick. And when he says that, everyone looks over that was on the bench next to us, and they were like, what was it? And I was so full of myself. I was like, oh, I just ollied off that bench. It was pretty cool. And this girl in our friend group was like, oh, do it again. I want to see. So now I'm like, okay, it's time to motherfucking show off. So I got up on the table. I get into the position that I need to be in. I push off with my right foot. I get on the board. I go to do the ollie. I ollie. I got even higher than the first time that I landed it. I soar through the air like a fucking bird, majestically. And then I hit the concrete and I land, but I landed at a very weird angle, okay? My legs were a little bit too far out in front of me. And the board just absolutely fucking flew out from under me when I landed. And it sent me flying down to the concrete super fast. And I caught myself with my hands, but I just had too much speed and momentum. And my fucking head slammed on the concrete. It was just too fast. Even though I was trying to break the fall with my hands and it helped a little bit, it was still too fast. My head basically snapped and whiplashed into the fucking concrete. It was not good. And immediately the whole world started spinning. When my head hit the concrete, the blue sky I was looking up at started to fucking spin, and my hearing got kind of muffled, which was really scary, and I was really dizzy, and I just felt confused. Now, everything past this point in the story time is told from the perspective of my friend, essentially, because I don't really remember anything due to the fact that I smashed my head in the concrete. But my friend Tyler, he was there. He ran up to me first. He went over me, was looking at my pupils, doing an evaluation, making sure I wasn't bleeding, making sure my head didn't crack open, just, being a good friend who cares about me. And the rest of my friends were all, making sure I was good too, asking me questions and helping me up. And when I stood up, apparently I couldn't walk. I kept like falling back over because I was so dizzy. So pretty much all my friends like made the decision like, okay, Austin's clearly way too messed up. He might have hurt something, like might have a concussion. He probably needs to go to the hospital. So they called 911 because none of us had cars, and they called my mom too, and she came over. She met the ambulance, and they put me on a stretcher. They wheeled me off in the back of the ambulance. The ambulance took off to the hospital, and now I'm going to switch to the perspective of my mother because my friends were not there with me anymore. We got to the hospital. My mom said they ran a bunch of tests. They did a brain scan. Basically found out that I had a gnarly concussion, essentially. Luckily, I didn't have like a brain bleed or like, didn't need like serious damage. But I did a pretty fucking bad number on my head. So I had a pretty bad concussion. And it sucked, dude. The whole next month, I shit you not, I would get these random spots of confusion where like I just didn't remember things and like I didn't know what was going on. And I was really sensitive to light and my hearing was really like fucking weird at certain points. Everything just felt weird, to say the least. And you want to know the most fucked up thing about this? I was in a relationship at the time with my girlfriend, and it wasn't very serious because we were, two teenagers that didn't take that stuff very seriously, but she broke up with me because I forgot that it was her birthday. And to this day, I don't know if it was just me being a stupid piece of shit or if it was because of the concussion. So yeah, not only did I get a concussion, but I lost my girlfriend at the time because your boy's concussion symptoms were too strong, I think. But yeah, in the end, I learned a valuable lesson, all right? I'm going to tell y'all what that lesson is. And I already said it once, but wear a fucking helmet, dude. Like, I don't care how badass you want to look on a skateboard. I know that helmets can look a little silly, but yo, looking silly is a hell of a lot better than being fucking unable to speak for the rest of your life because you do irreversible brain damage. Like, I got so lucky. And I wish it had, well, actually, I don't wish this, but sometimes I kind of wish that it happened like around now because everyone has phones now, like iPhones, and you could just film like shit like that. And I think it'd be really funny if I had a video of me slamming my head on the concrete to show you guys. Well, not funny, but informative, I guess. Maybe funny to some of you guys that are a little fucked up in the comments. But yeah, all in all, I learned a valuable lesson, and that's to wear a helmet. And I wore a helmet every time after that. And I hit my head a few times that are even worse than that time, and the helmet saved me. So, yeah, wear a fucking helmet. But yeah, guys, I couldn't skate for a couple months after that, and things kind of sucked. But I went back to it, and I got back on the board, and I was still okay. So, yeah, all in all, everything was all good. Could have been a lot worse. Learned some valuable lessons. And now you guys get to learn those lessons through me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace. I'll be in LA. I'll be on my way.